She'll be coming round the mountain. She'll be coming round the mountain. She's gone. She'll be playing on her washtar when she comes. She'll be playing on her washtar when she comes. Over there around Bishopville, between Bishopville and Lynchburg, a place called Dog Island Road. And you know what got me into all this is my son that you see quite often, old Derek. He's 33 years old. He's a twin. He's in a wheelchair, confined to a wheelchair, has use of his left hand and arm, and he's in Lee County Disability and Special Needs Program. Today we're out here at Camp Burnt Gin, and actually Derek went to this camp for like 15 years and got a little bit too old to go out here now. And but we still come back. But I'm really connected to this camp. I really appreciate what they do. It's a unique camp in that they can work with it irregardless of what the limitations are of their special needs. You know, they can work with them. And my wife's a nurse, and she worked out here for like 6 summers as a nurse. And my son, my youngest son, he's like 23 years old, and he worked out here as a counselor for, I think, 4, maybe 5 years. So, you know, we're just really connected with the camp. We're just amazed at what it does for the young people, and we try to come out every year and do a program for them. And this is it, and this is for the older crowd, the older campers, and you'll see that after a while, I think, or you might to get to see it. The response is super. You know, they just love the music, they love the good time, and we tie it in. We try to tie a Christian message into anything you do. We do a little bit of all kind of, I guess, bluegrass, country music, but we always got a message, and we try to spread that and give somebody something they can hang on to. All right, and then we're gonna I'm gonna try to get a name of a camper, okay? Like we got Mark right here, and say, old Mark had an old washtar. It was old as it could be. And every time he picked it up, he'd play a tune for me. He took his washtar into town, he played it for his friends. And every time he played a tune, it'd make them laugh and grin. Play it now, boys. Yeah, the way, you know, the guy that's been with me all the time, best friend of God, is old Jim Talon. And Jim, I don't know, we were playing guitars together for a long time. He's a professional. I'm just out trying, you know. I try to keep up with him a little bit, but he's works there in Sumter, running that the medical equipment stuff at the Cut Rate Drugstore. Lives in the town of Lynchburg, real close. My son in a wheelchair, he'll call him every chance he gets, and calls him Uncle Jim. Really not an uncle, but calls him Uncle Jim. And then old Merle Foxtrell, he's just a good friend that, and he plays the mandolin and kind of dresses us up a little bit, and he enjoys this too. We get around doing a little gospel music, different locations. So that's it. And then Derek in the wheelchair, you know, you may see him playing a harmonica, but the main thing you go see him playing is something called a washtar. A washtar. That's it's an instrument. Actually, we got a patent on that instrument back in 2010. I believe it was August of 2010. We actually got it patented, and you'll see that a special needs kid, and that's how I came up with the washtar. Derek has use of his left hand and arm, but he wants to play a guitar. It's tough playing a guitar when you got one hand, and but he can play a washtar. Anybody can play a washtar. I say if you've ever played an air guitar, if you've ever just moved your hand trying to stroke and play like you was playing a guitar, you can play a washtar, and get enjoyment out of it. So we're showing those to special needs people. We're showing them to nursing homes. It's just been tremendous interest in them, and you know, if you ever get a chance to grab hold of one, it'll make you feel good. What I would like for you to know about a washtar is that it looks like a guitar. It's got a soundboard mounted in it. And one of the things that we came up with is to take a glove and glue these beads on it. And as you'll see on a special needs kid, when they play, some of them will play with a spoon, a hairbrush. There's no telling what they'll play with, whatever they can pick up in the pocket. But a lot of times they'll drop whatever they got. When you give them a glove like this, they're not going to drop it. Let's do Rolling in My Sweet Baby's Arms. Rolling in my sweet baby's arms. days is gone. Got down, rolling, my sweet days is gone. Lay around the shack till the mail train comes back, and I'm rolling, my sweet days is gone. I say, normally what we do is gospel music. I mean, and we do, primarily what we do is gospel music that I have written. And I even hesitate to say I write it. I say I've never actually said I'm going to write a song, but I'll just be doing whatever I do, making a living, and this message will come to me or something will happen. Somebody will write something in the paper. In fact, I got a song out that's on, like on YouTube and all, called Tried and Tested. And actually where that song came from was a newspaper article that somebody wrote about Charlie and Derek Gospel Ministry, and they said that Charlie, who sings with us most of the time, he's Downs, and he's 33 years old. Now he's not with us tonight just because of this heat and whatnot, but you know, you talk about a guy that's got Downs and you talk about a guy that's confined to a wheelchair all his life. I said they've been tried and tested. And the newspaper article said that, and that made me write a song about it. And if you get a chance to hear that one, it brings a message home. That is, you know, it's how we deal with the situations we got in our life. That's what life's all about. All right, we're gonna pick the washtars up, tell them to put the washtars down. We're going to do a washtar show. We'll work on the washtar songs a little bit. Then we're gonna do Amazing Grace. How sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. I was blind, but now I see. And we get through that, I'm going to talk to them a few minutes about that before we do that. And I'm going to talk to them another few minutes, and I'm going to tell them, you know, miracles, they happening every day. Miracles still happen every day. When your life seems out of hand and you just don't understand, remember there are miracles and they are happening every day. All right, I'm gonna work on the washtar songs just a little bit, but we got that right. All right, tonight we're gonna do some old stuff that you've heard before, like I'll Fly Away and I Saw the Light. What we're going to do, that's to get the campers going. You know, we try to do something we know they know, get them going and enjoying the thing. And then we got the first song that we put out, and actually put a CD out called There'll Be No Wheelchairs in Heaven. That's a song and a CD. And you know, you can know that these guys right here, I think there's like 70 special needs kids in there. I don't know how many's in wheelchairs, but there'll probably be 25, 30 in wheelchairs. They absolutely relate to this song, There'll Be No Wheelchairs in Heaven. We'll do the tried and tested song. Then we throw in something kind of funny called a Burglar Bowl that we think is just a good, scary camp song. But then we try to get around and get them playing those washtars. We'll do a good bit of that tonight where we'll get them playing the washtars because they enjoy that. Get them moving, get them making some, you know, get some rhythm, and they feel like they're part of the band then. In fact, sometimes they come up and join in the band. We can't hardly hear what we're doing. We get all those washtars playing. But then we'll come in with a little message, and we'll do some Amazing Grace and a song that we wrote called Miracles Happen Every Day, because they do. And just the fact that these special needs kids can be here, that they can be having a good time, that's a miracle within itself. So we hope you get to see this, that you know, it's a blessing to you.
Well, we're a summer camp for children with disabilities and chronic illnesses, and we are having our teenage program and young adult program. And Roy Atkinson and the Charlie and Derek Gospel Ministry are out here doing an evening program for us. We operate from the beginning of June until the end of July this year, and it's a summer camp for children with disabilities and chronic illnesses. We are here to provide a typical camp experience, to offer them the opportunity to meet new friends, to learn new skills, to increase their independence and help develop their social skills, and to have fun. These kids love music, and once the music starts, everybody's up singing and dancing, and they also get to participate in this particular evening activity, which is really nice, and it kind of helps just communicate the acceptance that we have here, that everybody can be included, and everybody can, everybody can be in the band, and everybody can play music. We're in Wedgefield, South Carolina in Sumter County, and we do have a website. You can simply do a search for Camp Burnt Gin and we'll come up.